माइक कितनी बजेगा? Hello. Ready? Hello. 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 hello,
hello. Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I request everyone to please rise up and welcome our chief guests and honored dignitaries with a big round of applause. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we arrive at the conclusion of International Symposium on Sports-Specific Strength and Conditioning in Sprints and Jumps 2026, we reflect on the knowledge we shared, the ideas exchanged, and the global perspective that enriched us over these days. This symposium has not just strengthened our scientific understanding of sprinting and jumping performance, but also reinforced our commitment to the excellence in sports performance and research. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of our distinguished chief guest, respected guest of honor, special invitees, and academic leaders seated on the dais. I would also like to welcome the coaches coming from the different regions of our great nations. Your contribution to the Indian athletics is invaluable. To begin this evening on a divine note, I request everyone to please stand. We shall start with the invocation prayer by the talented students of Sai Lncpe. Thank you. Please be seated. To officially kick things off, I would like to invite Dr. Sanjeev S. Patil, Assistant Professor at Sai Lncpe and the Organizing Secretary of International Symposium on Sports-Specific Strength and Conditioning in Sprints and Jump to deliver the welcome address and present the symposium report. Sir, please.
Hello. Good evening, one and all present here. It is with a pride and a great pleasure that I welcome you to the valedictory ceremony of International Symposium on Sports-Specific Strength and Conditioning, Sprints and Jumps 2026. Honorable Chief Guest, V.V. Rajesh, Mayor of the Corporation of THIRUVANANTHAPURAM, respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, and dear participants. It's a great privilege to extend a very special, respectful welcome to everyone here. On this occasion, I like to extend my welcome to our respected chief guest, Advocate Sri V.V. Rajesh, Honorable Mayor of the Corporation of Thiruvananthapuram, a dynamic public leader and able administrator. He has consistency, championed youth empowerment, civil development and community progress. His gracious presence today reflects the importance that the leadership is leader of our city places and his important role in sports education and youth development. We are truly honored to have you serve with us. Welcome. We are deeply honored by the presence of Ms. K.M. Binamo Madam, Padma Shri Awadi, and Khel Ratna recipient, an icon of Indian athletics, whose remarkable achievements continues to inspire generations of sportsmen across India. Madam, welcome. I warm welcome to Sri V. Sunil Kumar, President of the Kerala Olympic Association, whose dedicated leadership continues to strengthen the Olympic movement and sports development framework in Kerala. Sir, welcome. I extend a cordial welcome to Dr. Shrija Thomas, Vice Chancellor of Abdul Kalam Technology University, whose commitment to academic excellence and involvement in strengthening the synergy between education and research is wonderful. Madam, I welcome you. We are especially honored to welcome Dr. G. Kishore, Vice Chancellor of Youth, Young India Physical Education and Sports University, Hyderabad, Telangana. His earlier tenure as Principal and Regional Director of LNCP laid a strong institutional foundation for LNCP, and his continued leadership in sports academia is shaping the future of physical education and sports science in India. Sir, on behalf of you all, I welcome you. Further, a very special welcome to our international resource person, Professor Carlo A. Bugicelli, founder of the International Strength and Conditioning Institute, whose global expertise and practical insights have significantly enriched this symposium. So, welcome. I extend my respectful welcome to our President for the function, Dr. Pradeep Datta, Principal, Sai Lncpe, whose constant encouragement and leadership has been instrumental in the successful organization of this International Symposium 2026. So, welcome. Further, I like to welcome Dr. Longlim Burelsa, Associate Professor, Academic in Charge for this validatory function. Very inspiring personality with a lot of solutions for the problem. He's a man where solutions are in a number of. Further, I'd like to welcome Dr. Sadanand, Associate Professor in charge for Sports Science, Sai Lncpe. Sir, please welcome. I would like to warm welcome all the dignitaries, coaches, delegates, faculty members, and students who have traveled from different parts of the country to be a part of this important gathering. Your participation has truly given life and a meaningful to this symposium. I sincerely appreciate goes to the entire organizing committee, conveners, the technical and academic team, over dedicated volunteers, administrative staff, ground staff, and every member of Sai Lncpe who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a grand success. I extend a special welcome to the thanks to our media representatives for their valuable presence and for helping us to take a message of sports science and performance excellence to a wider audience. With deep gratitude to each one of you, I once again welcome you all to this validatory function. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the welcome address. Knowledge.
Once again, it's a privilege for me to read a report on this symposium, International Symposium 2026. The International Symposium on Sports Specific Strength and Conditioning 2026, organized by the Sports Authority of India, Lakshmibai National College of Physical Education, THIRUVANANTHAPURAM, in collaboration with Athletic Federation of India, was successfully conducted the inaugural ceremony on 26 February 2026 at TAMARA, THIRUVANANTHAPURAM. The program was formally inaugurated by Professor Mohan Kundamal, Vice Chancellor, University of Kerala. The dignitaries present on the dais includes Sri P.R. Srijesh Padma Bhushna Awardee and Olympic medalist, Sri Raghuchandran Nair, Vice President and Executive Director, Kerala Olympic Association, Professor Kalpana Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, Gwalior, Dr. Piyush Jain, Governing Body, PEFI, Sri Vinit Kumar, DDG and Senior Executive Director, NS Patiala, Dr. Shyam Sundar Rati, Vice Chancellor, National Sports University, and Dr. Pradeep Datta, Principal in charge, Sai Lncpe. The inaugural address highlighted the importance of integrating the scientific strength and conditioning principles into athletic development program in India. The theme of the symposium is improving the athletic performance with sports-specific strength and conditioning. The symposium further internationally renowned resource person, including Professor Carlo A. Buccicelli, the founder of International Strength and Conditioning Institute. Further, with him, accompanied by Italian other two experts, Mr. Rosario, as well as uh, Matteo Comi, applied sports science and sports biochemist, with over a decade of experience in sprints and jumps, biomechanics and strength and conditioning across elite and professional sports settings. They conducted both theoretical and practical sessions. For this symposium, a total of 84 participants attended the program. The participants included senior coaches, sports scientists, high performance director, high performance manager, and scholars from across the country. During the during this 3 days activities, proceeded sessions were conducted on major themes such as biomechanics assessment of sprinters, long jump, drop jumps, testings, and reactive strength analysis, biomechanics of sprint paces and jump paces, anatomical adaptation to training, structured strength and conditioning protocols, performance testing methods, variations of tempo in training, testing of one arm and plyometric training with emphasis on mechanical load and load index concepts. During this session, even respected Dr. Adil J. Sumairwala, Olympian, Arjun Awadi, addressed this whole gathering. And he is the one after addressing, even he has graced all our participants and shared his valuable insight with the participations. The session of effectively integrated scientific theory with spatial application, thereby strengthening the participation, understanding of sports science and conditioning methods. With this, I like to conclude my report reading. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Patil, sir, for presenting the report. Now, I respectfully invite our chief guest for tonight's program, Advocate Shri V.V. Rajesh, Honorable Mayor, Corporation of THIRUVANANTHAPURAM. Sir, please.
The chairman of the Symposium, Sri Pradeep Datta, Sri V. Sunitkumar, President of the Kerala Olympic Association, Dr. Cesar Thomas, the Vice Chancellor, Political Program Technology University, Dr. D. Kishore, my friend and the Vice Chancellor of the India Physical Education and Sports University, Professor Carlo A. Buccicelli, and Dr. Sadanandan C.S. My dear friends, on the dais and off the dais, I'm very happy to be here because I have gone through the details of your program and I think this program is in connection with the strengthening the sprinters of the jumpers. I would like to say that you are not only strengthening the sprinters and the jumpers, through this program you are strengthening the world's largest democratic country also, because You are aware that our own Prime Minister Narendra Modi started his first tenure in the month of May in 2014, announcing that June 21st is the International Yoga Day. At that time, there was so many opinions for and against his announcement, and I think that now the entire world is practicing yoga in the month of 21st of June. നരേന്ദ്രമോദിജി യോഗയെക്കുറിച്ച് പറഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് പല അഭിപ്രായങ്ങളുണ്ടായി. പക്ഷേ യോഗയുടെ പേരിൽ നിന്ന് ലോകം ഒരുമിക്കുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യമാണ് നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നത്. എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള ഒരു ശരീരവും മനസ്സുമുള്ള ഒരു ജനതയ്ക്ക് മാത്രമേ ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള ഒരു രാജ്യത്തെ സൃഷ്ടിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കുള്ളൂ. The strong population, a strong population, a country can we can bring a strong country only the presence of a strong population having a strong body and mind. 2034 ഒളിമ്പിക്സിന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യം തയ്യാറെടുക്കുന്ന ഈ വേളയിൽ ഭാരതത്തിന് ഒന്നാം സ്ഥാനത്തെത്താൻ വേണ്ടി സാധിക്കുമോ എന്നുള്ള ആശങ്ക നിലനിന്ന ഒരു കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ നിന്നുകൊണ്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഞാൻ ഓർക്കുന്നത് 2010 ഗുജറാത്തിന്റെ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി നരേന്ദ്രമോദിയുടെ സമയത്താണ് സർദാർ വല്ലഭായ് പട്ടേലിന്റെ പ്രതിമ നിർമ്മിക്കുന്നത്. ഞാനന്ന് ഗുജറാത്തിൽ പോയ സമയത്ത് അദ്ദേഹം ഞങ്ങളോട് പറഞ്ഞത്, ഇത് നിർമ്മിക്കുമ്പോഴേക്കും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ടാകും ഒരു പ്രതിമയിലൂടെ എന്താണ് സാധിക്കുന്നത്. ലോകത്തെ ഏറ്റവും മികച്ച സൃഷ്ടികൾ നിർമ്മിക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടി ഭാരതത്തിന് സാധിക്കുമെന്നുള്ള ആത്മവിശ്വാസം ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് കൊടുക്കുവാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം നമ്മളോട് പറഞ്ഞു. ലോകത്തെ എല്ലാത്തിലും ഞങ്ങൾ പുറകിലാണെന്ന് ചിന്തിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഏറ്റവും മികച്ചതിനെ സൃഷ്ടിക്കുവാനുള്ള ഒരു സാഹചര്യം ജനങ്ങളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ ആ ഒരു കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുവാനാണ് ഞാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് അദ്ദേഹം പറഞ്ഞു. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഇതിലൂടെ ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ള പരിപാടികളിലൂടെ ഒരു മികച്ച ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള ഒരു ജനതയും രാജ്യത്തെയും സൃഷ്ടിക്കുവാനുള്ള പരിശ്രമത്തിലാണ്. I would like to congratulate the entire team of Sai in this event, and I am sorry to say you that I am just leaving the program because within 2 days there is Article Bongala, and I have arranged a meeting there at 8 o'clock, and our corporation secretary and my standing with the chairpersons and the officials of my corporation, they are meeting there. There is a drinking water problem, and lakhs of the ladies are coming from various parts of our state and outside of state. They are waiting for announcement of some corporation, the arrangements and other things, and so I would like to ask you the permission to give me now itself. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful address. Now, on behalf of the entire International Symposium on Sports-Specific Strength and Conditioning in Sprints and Jumps, I may request Dr. Pradeep Datta, sir, Principal Sai Lncpe, to present a memento to our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri V.V. Rajesh, Honorable Mayor, Corporation of THIRUVANANTHAPURAM, as a token of gratitude and appreciation. I request everyone to please give a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir.
As a chief guest, honorable chief guest, have other commitment. We have to leave for the next program. Thank you so much, sir.
Moving forward, knowledge shared is power multiplied. We are privileged to have a galaxy of stalwarts today with us. We shall now move forward with the address of our guest of honor. First, it is a true honor to invite a legend of Indian track and field, Padma Shri Miss K.M. Binamol Khel Ratna Awardee. Ma'am, the floor is yours, please.
Distinguished honor of events, respected persons, and dear friends. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank you for inviting me today. It is truly an honor to be here among people who are chasing the future of sport. As an athlete and an individual, I know that behind every successful sports person, there is a dedicated coach who believes in him. My journey would not have been possible without the guidance and support of my coach. Today, I request all of you to continue inspiring young athletes to dream big, work hard, and stay disciplined. Together, we can build the championship, make Kerala proud, and Indian human. Let us nurture talent with patience and passion and create the next generation of building. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I request Dr. Ramnan sir, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, to felicitate Padma Shri Mrs. K.M. Binamol Khela Ratna Awardee, Athletics. Let's give a huge round of applause. May I now invite Shri V. Sunil Kumar, President of Kerala Olympic Association, to share his thoughts. Sir, please.
ഈ യോഗത്തിൻ്റെ അധ്യക്ഷൻ ഡോക്ടർ പ്രദീപ് ദത്ത, മുഖ്യാതിഥി ഹോണറബിൾ മേയർ ശ്രീ വി രാജേഷ്, APJ Abdul Kalam Technology University Vice Chancellor Dr. Sai Thomas, Young India Physical Education and Sports University Vice Chancellor Dr. G. Kishore, Professor Carlo Fustiria, Dr. Sadanandan, മറ്റ് കായിക അധ്യാപകർ. കഴിഞ്ഞ 4 ദിവസമായി ഇന്ത്യയുടെ വിവിധ സംസ്ഥാനങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് വന്നിട്ടുള്ള കായിക അധ്യാപകർ, പ്രത്യേകിച്ചും സ്പ്രിംഗ് ആൻഡ് ക്യാമ്പ് ആ കാറ്റഗറിയിൽ മാത്രം പരിശീലനം നേടുന്നതിലേക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ കായിക അധ്യാപകരെയും കേരള ഒളിമ്പിക് അസോസിയേഷൻ്റെ പേരിൽ ഞാൻ അഭിനന്ദിക്കുകയാണ്. ഓൾറെഡി 1.5 hour ലേറ്റാണ്, അതുകൊണ്ട് എൻ്റെ വാക്കുകൾ ചുരുക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും അഭിനന്ദനം. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Dr. Caesar Thomas, the Vice Chancellor of APG Abdul Kalam Technological University, to please come and address the gathering. Ma'am, please.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, distinguished guests, coaches, and athletes. It is both an honor and a privilege for me to be present here at the closing ceremony of the International Symposium organized by Sports Authority of India in collaboration with Athletic Federation of India. As I assume that the past few days you would have rigorously gone through all the intricacies of sprinting and jumping, mainly because I am from the technological field. You would have examined the science of speed, the mechanics of takeoff, the neuromuscular intelligence of the human body, and even the evolving methodologies that convert the potential into performance as such. So everything is totally extraordinary as I understand, and I congratulate the organizers for visualizing and organizing such a wonderful event. Because as far as I know, I'm totally not from the physical education field at all. So for me, sprinting and jumping are just the fundamental expressions of human movement. Because long before we had the stadiums, we had the people or the humans who used to run barefoot in the open ground, not for medals, not for any rewards or records, but for the sheer joy of movement as such. So that instinct to run, to leap, is totally primal, and you here as coaches has to transform this instinct into excellence, for which you have to take the raw speed and give it a structure. You have to take the natural power and then refine it with precision, and you have to take the effort and turn it into efficiency. So this is required because sprinting has, or jumping makes a difference, minute difference actually, and that minute difference is usually what you gain through training, discipline, and of course the coaching intelligence as such. So it is a product of the strength of the conditioning protocols, the corrective biomechanics as such, the recovery cycles, the psychological preparation, and of course the coaching intelligence. So behind every explosive start, I'm sure that there will be a good coach, as what everybody was mentioning as such. So since I come from a technological background, I'm fascinated that the symposium is giving focus to the contemporary scientific approaches, and because the sports today is not just a guesswork, it is totally data driven, it is monitored, it is periodized as such. So science is actually what is giving it the framework, and art is judgment actually. So to be a good coach, you need to blend both. So athletic coaches, when you are specializing in sprints and jumps, you carry a unique responsibility, mainly because the devices with which you are working is totally honest. Because there is no debate on distance. When you are trying to measure the distance using a measuring tape, there is no negotiation. At the same time, when you are trying with the time, the stopwatch, there is no negotiation as such. So it is honesty that you will let know the athletes, because the precision matters, the preparation matters, and even the margins matter as such. So it is your curiosity, your willingness, and your openness to exchange ideas at platforms like this that will determine how the athletes are going to be in our country. So I wish you all the very best, and I congratulate the organizers for organizing such an event. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an insightful address. Now, I may request Lieutenant Lavi Deborah Cruz, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, to please felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Caesar Thomas, the Vice Chancellor of APG Abdul Kalam Technological University. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Sudhi C.S. Sir, Assistant Professor, Sai Lncpe, for felicitation of Sri V. Sunil Kumar, the President, Kerala Olympic Association. Sir, please.
Now, I invite Dr. Narendra Gangwal, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, to felicitate our international resource person, Professor Carlo A. Musicelli, the founder of International Strength and Conditioning Institute.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here. After 4 days of symposium, I look at these national coaches in sprint and jump like brothers in arms. We all have endured 4 days of so dense information overload, right? But as I said earlier today, I really admire your stamina. You were very attentive throughout the 4 days. So you also make my work easier. Thank you, guys. So I'm very honored and humbled to be here with you for this symposium. I'm very thankful again to the Sports Authority of India, to the Indian Athletics, and all the universities and participating organizers that made this symposium possible. I wish, as I said yesterday to the Vice President of the World Athletics, also former President of the Indian Federation, I wish that in the near future we will have a fruitful collaboration and that this symposium will just mark the start of a successful future together. I thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your present and insightful address. Now, I request Dr. Narendra Gangwal, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, to felicitate the international resource person, Professor Carlo A. Musicelli, the founder of International Strength and Conditioning Institute. Thank you, sir.
Now, I invite the backbone of this institution, Dr. Pradeep Datta Sir, Principal in charge of Sai Lncpe, to deliver the presidential address. Sir, please.
Good evening, everyone. This is my privilege to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Chief Guest, though he's not here at the moment, Honorable Mayor and Corporation of Trivandrum, dignitaries, Padma Shri Miss K.M. Binamo, Khel Ratna Awadi, Sri V. Sunil Kumar, President, Kerala Olympic Association, Dr. Cesar Thomas, Vice Chancellors, APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, Dr. G. Kishore, Vice Chancellor, Young India Physical Education and Sports University, and former Principal and Regional Director of this prestigious institution, our respected resource persons, Professor Carlo Buccicelli, Mr. Matteo Comi, and Mr. Rosario, along with the distinguished coaches, athletes, researchers, faculty members, students, members of media, and dear colleagues. As we arrive at a valedictory session of International Symposium on Sport-Specific Strength and Conditioning in Sprints and Jumps, I stand before you with immense pride and satisfaction. Over the past few days, we have not merely conducted a symposium, we have initiated a movement. We have initiated a movement organized by Sports Authority of India, Lakshmibai National College of Physical Education, in collaboration with the Athletic Federation of India. For the first time in our country, we have adopted such a practice and focused approach, concentrating exclusively on sport-specific strength and conditioning in sprints and jumps. And in Indian sports discourse, we often speak broadly about the performance enhancement. Here, however, we have narrowed down the lens. We examined the sprint acceleration mechanics, rate of force development, neuromuscular adaptations, importance of energy system in the training, stretch shortening cycle, takeoff impulse, landing biomechanics. We moved beyond the general theory into the domain of applied precision. This focused academic engagement is exactly what a rising sporting nation requires at this point of time. If India aspires to emerge as a global leader in athletics, we must go beyond participation. We must master preparations. In speed and power-based events such as sprints and jumps, margin of victory are measured in hundredth of a second and centimeters. Such a margin cannot be breached solely by the talent. They demand scientific training methods, evidence-based strength protocols, individualized monitoring system, and seamless integration between the coach and the sports scientist. This symposium has demonstrated how the triad, sports, athlete, and strength and conditioning must function as a unified ecosystem. Strength and conditioning is not an accessory to the performance. It is a scientific engine. It is a scientific engine to drive the force for excellence. When the sprint mechanics align with the force production capability, and when the jump technique synchronizes with explosive power, and then the training loads are intelligently monitored, performance becomes predictable, repeatable, and sustainable. Throughout this session, we have witnessed international expertise from distinguished scholars such as Professor Carlo and other two distinguished delegates, blending seamlessly with Indian academic and coaching insights. The depth of technical discussion, the quality of research presentation by Mr. Carlo and other two sports biomechanics, and the depth of technical discussion and the quality of research presentation and the seriousness of this engagement reflect that India is ready to operate at global standard. I am particularly proud that this initiative has received overwhelming appreciation from across the country. The coaches, institutions, federations, and high performance centers have recognized the significance of such a focused academic interventions. This confirms that we are not merely hosting an event, we are setting a benchmark. Let it be recorded that LNCP THIRUVANANTHAPURAM has taken a lead in introducing the highly specialized academic platform in India. We are proud to be a front runner of a focused and scientifically grounded symposium of this nature. I am confident that many institutions will now be inspired to undertake similar specialized initiatives, thereby strengthening the sports science and ecosystem nationwide. Every strong movement begins with a decisive step. I believe that this symposium represents such a step, a new beginning in a structured integration of sports science with the Indian athletics. I express my heartfelt gratitude to all the three resource persons from Italy, organizing committee members, faculty, staff, volunteers, and partners who has worked tirelessly to make this symposium a grand success. Your dedication has truly transformed our realistic vision into reality. I would like to place on record our sincere appreciation to the member of the media for responsibly amplifying the vision and the academic depth of this symposium to the entire sporting community. My heartfelt thanks goes to Athletic Federation of India for their constant guidance, collaboration, and commitment to strengthening the sound scientific foundation of Indian athletics. Above all, I extend a profound gratitude to every member of Sports Authority of India, Lakshmibai National College of Physical Education, from senior leadership and administrators to faculty, technical teams, coordinators, volunteers, and ground level support staff. Your meticulous planning, silent dedication, and logistic precision and tireless effort behind the scene transformed an ambitious vision into a flawlessly executed international platform. As we conclude, let us carry forward not just the memory of this symposium, but it is the responsibility, especially to the coaches, those who have undergone this course, to implement, to innovate, and to inspire the athletes. Together, let us build a scientifically empowered athletic ecosystem. Together, let us make this a leader in a global sports. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and thought-provoking address. Now, may I request Dr. Sadanandan CS, Associate Professor in charge Sports Science. Now, I respectfully invite Dr. G. Kishore Sir, the Vice Chancellor of Young India Physical Education and Sports University, to please come and address the gathering. Sir, please.
respected President of the function, Dr. Pradeep Datta, the Honorable Mayor of Trivandrum, respected Shri V.V. Rajesh, Shri V. Sunil Kumar, President, Kerala Olympic Association, Padma Shri K.M. Beenamol, Khet Ratna Awardee, respected Madam Sisa Thomas, Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Professor Carlo, Dr. Sadanandan, Dr. Sanjeev Patil, all other distinguished guests, resource persons, participants, dear athletes, students, ladies and gentlemen. I feel really honored to come back to be here after a gap of 3 months. I have left this place precisely the December 1st week, and it is 3 weeks after I am here. And I'm very glad to see I have come back on a very important occasion, which the institution is showcasing its excellence and its dominance in the field of sports science and physical sports, especially on an area where the country needs its contribution most. We are aware that India is preparing for the international events now. Again, Commonwealth Games and Asian Games are coming shortly. I think high performance directors are here. So they are eagerly preparing for that. I don't know how our Vasir sir has got time to come and spend days here. They are very busy with the preparation for Commonwealth and Asian, followed by 2030 Commonwealth Games, which is going to be hosted in India, and of course 2036 Olympics. So the entire ecosystem of the sports in the country are changing. But it is going to be transformed. I hope you are aware where we stand in the Olympic medal tally, that presently we are the 71st after the Paris Olympics, and we are trying to come back to the first 10, bare minimum first 10. So unless we have such type of events, symposium. What is symposium? How is it different from normally we attend conferences, we attend seminars, workshops, but the name symposium would be different. I think the students might be knowing, have you attended any symposium so far? Symposium you might not have, first time you might be attending, isn't it? Symposium is different from other workshops, seminars, because it focus on key areas, only on a single issue or a subject. Focus on a subject and find it. That is what symposium means. And we have taken symposium on a very particular subject, that is springs and jumps and athletics. Very, very important area, where without which we cannot bring our medals tally up in the Olympics. And while doing so, you are aware that you are lucky that you got the lectures from some of the three top sports scientists, experts in the field in the world, Mr. Carlo and his other two colleagues. So I think it is wonderful that you have had the lesson. Now it is for you, how you put forth the experience, the knowledge you have learned is of no use unless you implement it. You have got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, but you don't know how, you are not able to implement it, there is no use. So I am sure that you will be able to do so, and the sporting ecosystem in the country will change. I don't want to prolong because you have been, the last 3-4 days was brainstorming was going on, lot of lectures from the topmost experts. So again, I don't want to repeat, or I don't want to speak again, but I would like to bring your attention, take your attention to two of the most successful athletes in the world. Who are the athletes of sports? Who are the two sports topmost athletes in the world? Can you name? In athletics, in the recent past, anyone from the participants? Usain Bolt. What makes Usain Bolt different? What is the exceptional in Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt, what makes him different is that he won 8 Olympic medals, gold medals. 8 Olympic gold medals in 3 Olympics, that is Beijing, London, and Rio. And three world records still. What are the 3 world records? 100 meter, 9.58 seconds. 4 into 200 meter, 19.19 seconds. 4 into 100 meter relay, Team Jamaica. 11-time world champion, 11 time in athletics. And the only athlete who won 100, 200 Olympic double medals in 3 consecutive games. That is 2008, 12 and 16. Now, after having had these 2 important sessions, both in strength and conditioning and biomechanics, do you know what made Usain Bolt to make 8 gold medals? What is the reason? Can you tell me, the students, why gold medal, 8 gold medals he could win? 3 records still holding. What is the reason? What is exception in Usain Bolt? So, I would rather say that as per the records available, Usain Bolt had 1.95, 6 feet 5 inches. Is this height advantageous to him? Sprint coaches? No. I think too much of height, too taller is biomechanically not advantage. I hope Mr. Carlo will agree to this of biomechanics. 6.5 height is a good height for sprints. That's biomechanics disagree. So it's not. So despite this height, they could overcome the disadvantage in acceleration through super biomechanics and maximal velocity maintenance. I hope, isn't it true? So two is the height which would have been a big disadvantage for his acceleration. He could overcome it with 2 important biomechanical principles. 1, maximal velocity maintenance, and also by his way of stride length. What are the features? I think you would have studied. His weight was 94 kg, tall, lean, high muscular lower body. His lower body was biomechanically the most advantage, which made him his strides. His stride length, what was his stride length? Sprint coaches. The stride length of Usain Bolt is 2.4 to 2.7 meters, one stride length. Many of us, if you do long jump, you won't be able to do. 2.4 to 2.7 is the stride length. Stride frequency. How many strides he used to take in 1 second? What was the stride frequency of Usain Bolt? Anyone? Usain Bolt's stride frequency was 4.2 to 4.5 strides per second. Maximum velocity. 4.2 to 4.5 strides in 1 second. Can you imagine? And the top speed. What is the top speed of Usain Bolt? 44.72 kilometers. 44. Even if the cars which you go in the city, above 40 is a higher spot. 44.72 kilometers is the top speed of Usain Bolt when he sprinted in 9 point, when he made the world record. So these are the most important, and his reaction time is 0.146 seconds. The start, his start, which is he starts reaction time. So these are the most important factors, and how the coach and the support staff, including the sports scientists, biomechanics, strength and conditioning experts, they were able to transform the biomechanical, the hereditary, the physical, whatever is the features of Usain Bolt to the super performance of 9.58 seconds, world record with his not skill problem. Not only world record one, two, three world records. So that is what this contribution of today's symposium is. If you can also, in India also you find Hussain Bolts, perhaps they are unexplored. You see the Neeraj Chopra's physics, the body build of Neeraj Chopra, the body build of Srijesh, typical athlete-like structures. In India also we have such athletes. The success will depend upon how you are able to find out them, to realize their potential, and give this cutting-edge technology, cutting-edge sports science, sports biomechanics, training methodology into your system so that you can really make this type of champions. So also one more athlete, is not an athlete, is a swimmer. And we should be able to understand who made the, Usain legend is Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps, you know how many Olympic gold medals he has won? I think as a sports person, everyone should know. 23 Olympic gold medals, one single athlete. 23 Olympic gold medals and 28 Olympic medals. And that too in 5 Olympics, Sydney, Athens, Beijing, London and Rio. And 8 Olympic medals in one single, that is in Beijing Olympics alone, Usain Bolt won 8 gold medals. And what made Usain Bolt different? What are the physical features? Usain Bolt had 1.95 height and Michael Phelps was 1.93, that is 6.4, only 1 inch difference. Weight, Michael Phelps was 88 and Usain Bolt was 94. Both had the same body features. And what was different is that Michael Phelps' lower extremity was short and upper extremity was quicker, if you take an anthropometry. And his wingspan was 2.01, that is 6 feet 7 inches longer than his height. His, wingspan, the Michael Phelps, if you stretch his hand like this, it was coming to 6 feet, 2.01 meters, that is 6 feet and 7. It was more than his height. That is why that deviation. Torso strength, relatively long torso with comparatively shorter legs. Foot size, 14. Because of this split was very strong. Ankle flexibility short. So these are all the things. I just spotted this because if you want to bring Olympic medal, we have got only 8 gold medals. Usain Bolt has got in 3 Olympics. The total Olympics medal we have got is 8 for hockey and 2 individual gold medals by Abhinav Bindra and Neeraj Chopra. 10 only gold medals India we have got so far. But these people in Usain Bolt in one himself took 8 gold medals. And Michael Phelps had 23 gold medals. So it is very much possible. What is required is application, what has been told by the experts here. We need to put forth it into practice. We need to scout the talents who are having these features, like maybe Neeraj or Srijesh, who can excel in any games. Despite the fact that why these people were able to excel was their hereditary dispositions, their physical features. The champion, what makes a champion? Champion-like qualities. Everyone, want to excel in, there should be some defining qualities in some. If you want to become a good athlete, you should have athlete-like qualities. Athletics, the qualities required for that event. So we have to define those qualities, find out those people who are there and bring them into the forefront. And we have to have the cutting-edge technology which is being advocated by these experts, put into practice, not only at the elite level, from the grassroots level till the level of excellence, and transform it into medals. It will automatically get transformed. So that is what is required, and Symposium has taken a lead, especially Dr. Pradeep Datta is one of the leading academicians, and especially in strength and conditioning. He is one of the world's renowned experts in the field of fitness. He has taken the initiative. I congratulate him and his team. we have got a very budding, very good professionals here. I congratulate the entire team, including Dr. Sanjeev Patil, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Puril, Dr. Sadanandan, Dr. Gangwar, Dr. Ashutosh, Dr. Sudesh, Mr. Nishant, Sri Vijay Kumar, Mr. Joy, and all the people, Dr. Wilfred and all, Dr. Lavi, Deborah. So there is a, these are one of the best academicians. Having gone around the country and seen, I found that the quality of the academicians here are extraordinarily good. One of the best in the country. So I am sure that LNCP will continue to do such ventures and such sort of events and supporting to the sports ecosystem. And I miss LNCP, especially my colleagues, all of you are here, and also especially the athletes. I could see the athletes. I enjoyed the company of my students and athletes here. I like to have, do my workouts and conditioning and with my athletes here. And now Mr. Subbarao is here, who is helping me in Hyderabad to do my workout. Subbarao, please stand up. So Subbarao is a coach from Sports Authority of India, Hyderabad. So he is having a very good budding athlete. So I am able to, do this, able to, do us here in LNCP along with Mr. Subbarao and his athletes. So I'm trying to continue the same sort of my lifestyle and my physical fitness system. So I once again congratulate you all who has contributed, all the experts who have spent their days. I am sure your effort will not go in vain. It will definitely sharpen your skills, your competency, your efficiency, and you will be able to perform better. And all good wishes to the entire team. And may God bless this institution to raise it to the highest levels in the coming years. The worship, mayor was here. He was telling about certain things we can do, it contribute to make this institution to raise high. I wish all of you all the very best. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Your address added perspective and depth to the occasion. Now, may I request Dr. Pradeep Datta, sir, Principal in charge, Sai Lncpe, and Dr. Sadanandan CS, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. G. Kishore, the Vice Chancellor of Young India Physical Education and Sports University. Now, may I invite Dr. Sadanandan CS, sir, Associate Professor, Sai Lncpe, for delivering the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Good evening, all of you. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Mayor of Trivandrum, Shri D.V. Rajesh, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, esteemed experts, participating coaches and strength and conditioning experts, my dear colleagues and students. So it's a matter of pride for us at Sports Authority of India, Lakshmibai National College of Physical Education, to successfully host this national symposium on sport-specific strength and conditioning in sprints and jumps in athletics, in collaboration with the Athletic Federation of India. First and foremost, we express our deepest gratitude to Honorable Chief Guest, Mayor of Trivandrum, Sri V.V. Rajesh, for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence. Your support for sporting and academic initiatives in the city is truly inspiring. We are of Padma Shri Awardee and Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Awardee, Binamal Madam, whose achievements continues to motivate generations of athletes across the country. Thank you for raising this occasion. Our thanks to Sri V. Sunil Kumar, President of Kerala Olympic Association, for his constant engagement and leadership in advancing Olympic sports in the state. Thank you so much. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Cesar Thomas Madam, Vice Chancellor of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, for gracing this occasion as guest of honor. Thank you so much, Madam. Very special thanks to Dr. G. Kishore, Vice Chancellor of Young India Physical Education and Sports University, for his academic leadership and encouragement towards research and innovation in sports sciences. So for your information, initially the concept of conducting conferences and seminars and workshops in the area of strength and conditioning, it was initially, the concept was conceived jointly by Dr. G. Kishore and Dr. Pradeep Datta in the year 2011. As a result, we could conduct the initial workshop on strength and conditioning in the year 2012. So that was the first appearance of Professor Carlo experts to conduct the workshop in India. So thank you so much for motivating us, encouraging us. Thank you so much, sir. A special note of appreciation goes to Professor Carlo Desichidi, founder of International Strength and Conditioning Institute, for sharing his global expertise and elevating the scientific quality of the symposium. Thank you so much. We are equally thankful to two gentlemen. They are the biomechanical experts, Sri Rosario Pio and Sri Matthew Comey, for their insightful technical contributions. And I think the entire symposium, they bridge the gap between the theory and practical that was very much essential. We also deeply indebted to Sri Lalit Banot, Chairman, Planning Committee, Athletic Federation of India, and Dronacharya Awardee Sri Radhakrishnan Nair, the Chief Coach of the Indian National Athletic Team, for their invaluable technical and advisory support that strengthened the practical relevance of the symposium. We extend our special thanks to all the participants. Initially, when we started naming this particular event, as Kishore sir told, whether to name it as workshop, seminar, or symposium, confusion. But you made it truly a brainstorming session, so on the 4 days. And it was very much fruitful for the Indian coaches and strength and conditioning experts. So thank you for your active participation in the symposium. Thank you so much. I sincerely thank Dr. Pradeep Datta, Sai Lncpe and Dr. Ram, in charge academics for their unwavering institutional support and guidance. Our appreciation goes to Dr. Sajeev as party organizing secretary, whose meticulous planning ensured the smooth conduct of this event. It also extends my thanks to joint organizing secretaries, Dr. Lavi Deborah Cruz, Associate Professor, Ashutosh Acharya, Assistant Professor, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Prajapati, Assistant Professor, Dr. Sudhir CS, Assistant Professor, and Narendra Gangwa for their tireless coordination and teamwork. My sincere thanks to all the members of the technical committee, Dr. Ashutosh Acharya, Mr. Nishad Kumar, Dr. Wazir Singh, HPD Athletics, Sri Joy Joseph, Sri Rajmohan, Deputy Chief Coach Sai Lncpe, Sri Abhiram, Guest Faculty, and Sri Srinivasan, HPC, for ensuring high academic and professional standards for the sessions. I extend a special appreciation to Sri Nishad Kumar of the Accommodation Committee, Sri Vijay Kumar, Convener of the Transportation Committee, and Sri Joy Joseph, Convener of Food and Refreshment Committee for their flawless logistical arrangements. Thank you, everybody. Unlike other events, the current symposium and support from media. The appreciation goes to Prashant and his team, who did tremendous work so that the content of the symposium could reach to the mass. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Narendra Gangwa, Dr. Wilfred Voss, the cultural club in charges, and the talented artists who organized the cultural evening, adding color and vibrancy to the cultural gathering. The representatives from print and visual media, especially the Kerala Olympic Association, contributed tremendously. I thank Sri Kumar sir for that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, visual and print media. A very special word of appreciation goes to the entire student community, especially the master degree students of second and fourth semester for their dedicated, disciplined, and active involvement in various committees were the backbone of this 4 days event and to make it a grand success. Thank you all the students. Thank you so much. Finally, I thank all the participants, researchers, coaches, and delegates who contributed through discussions, presentations, intellectual engagements, and your enthusiasm has truly made this symposium a meaningful one. With gratitude in our hearts and renewed commitment towards scientific excellence in athletics performance, we conclude this memorable academic event. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request everyone to rise for the national song and national anthem.
Thank you. सुफला मलयज शीतला यस्य श्यामला मातरं वन्दे मातरम् शुभ्रज्योत्स्नां पुलकितयामिनीं तुल्यकुसुमितद्रुमदलशोभिनीं सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् कोटि कोटि कंठ कल कल निनाद करले कोटि कोटि भुजै नित खर कर भाले अबला गनुमानद बोले बहुबलधारिणी नमामि कालिनी विपुदलवारिणी मातरं वन्दे मातरम् तुमि विद्या तुमि धर्म तुमि विधि तुमि मर्मा त्वं हि प्राणः शरीरे बाहुते तुमि मा शक्ति हृदये तुमि मा भक्ति कुमार प्रतिमा गणि मंदिरे मंदिरे वन्दे मातरम् त्वं हि दुर्गा दशप्रहरणधारिणी कमला कमलदल विहारिणी वाणी विद्यादायिनी नमामि त्वां नमामि कमला कमला अतुला सुजला सुफला मातरं वन्दे मातरम् श्यामला सरला सुस्मिता भूषिता धरणी धरणी मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
भारत माता की जय।
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे